Welcome to the Town of Abingdon's Historic Preservation Review Board's regular meeting. I'm Betsy White, the chair. This is a citizen board appointed by the Town Council to interpret and uphold Abingdon's Historic Preservation Ordinance, which is Chapter 44, Section 2-4 of the Abingdon Zoning Ordinance that protects the Historic District of Abingdon, which has been designated the Old and Historic District, along with all its contributing resources, including buildings, structures, and sites, from negative encroachment resulting from inappropriate construction, design, alterations, or demolitions. Our review process is guided by our design review guidelines, which are based on the United States Secretary of the Interior standards for rehabilitation. Our aim on this board is to provide a positive bridge between the design review process and property owners seeking to make changes, working together through the natural partnership that exists between us for mutual good. The result will be to ensure Abingdon's historic district continues as a valuable asset and one that makes Abingdon a good place to live, to work, and to visit. We appreciate your interest, and we encourage public participation in our meetings. Your comments are important to our decision-making process. Anyone who is addressing the board will approach the podium, identify your first and last name, and give your complete mailing address. Roll call.
Mr. Boyd?
Here.
Mrs. Pillion?
Here.
Mrs. Hartshorn?
Here.
Mrs. White?
Here.
And Mrs. Bunn?
Here.
Thank you. We have a quorum. We have everybody. All right. The first order of business is approval of our minutes from the August 20th special called meeting.
Yep, so we have two sets here for you. And
Yes.
just to remind everybody, Mrs. Hartshorn wasn't here for August 20th or October 1st, so she would have to abstain. And then Mrs. Bunn, you weren't here for October 1st, so you would just have to abstain from that.
Okay, everybody got that? All right, so let's look at the August 20th special called meeting minutes first, see if there are any additions or corrections. If there are none, do I have a motion to approve?
I'll make that motion.
Motion by Amanda Pillion to approve the minutes of the called meeting on August the 20th.
I'll second.
Second by Brooke Bunn. Any further questions? Roll call.
Mr. Boyd?
Aye.
Mrs. Pillion?
Aye.
Mrs. Hartshorn?
Abstain.
Mrs. White?
Aye.
And Mrs. Bunn?
Aye.
All right, we'll go to the October 1st regular meeting. Those minutes are also included. Take a moment to look at those. If there are no additions or corrections, I'll entertain a motion to approve them.
I'll make that motion.
Amanda Pillion makes the motion to approve the minutes for the September meeting.
Second.
Peyton Boyd seconds that motion. Roll call.
Mr. Boyd?
Aye.
Mrs. Pillion?
Aye.
Mrs. Hartshorn?
Abstain.
Mrs. White?
Aye.
And Mrs. Bunn?
Abstain.
All right, so we'll start with our applications. We have five this evening. The first one is James G. Lilly and William B. Doris, 244 East Valley Street, Abingdon. Gabe?
Yep. So James G. Lilly and William B. Doris, applicants/owner, have requested approval of certificate of appropriateness for exterior changes to the non-contributing wooden frame open-air carport. The changes are thus: the existing 24-foot by 20-foot, 6-inch non-contributing wooden frame open-air carport footprint will remain unchanged. Replace any existing rotted or structurally compromised natural wooden posts with natural wooden posts matching the existing material, design, and appearance, with the option of additional natural wooden posts to meet building code. Replace any existing rotted or structurally compromised natural wooden beams with natural wooden beams matching the existing material, design, and appearance, with the option of additional natural wooden beams to meet building code. Replace all existing natural wooden rafters with exposed decorative rafter tails set at a 1/12 pitch with natural wooden rafters with exposed square rafter tails set at a 3/12 pitch, matching the existing material with the option of additional natural wooden rafters with exposed square rafter tails to meet building code. Replace all existing natural wooden purlins and natural wooden plywood sheathing with natural wooden purlins and natural plywood sheathing, matching the existing material, design, and appearance with the option of additional natural wooden purlins and natural plywood sheathing to meet building code, and replace the existing painted brown steel R-type cladding with painted brown steel 5E cladding, matching the existing material and color. The property is located at 244 East Valley Street. So, just to show you here. And again, like I said, this is a non-contributing structure within our historic district. This is kind of the overall view of it, and you can see how that's the 1/12 pitch there. These are the decorative purlins. The house is a craftsman style house and actually has a square exposed rafters, so they're trying to match the rafters here to how the house has that sort of square rafter sticking out. And that's just the view from the other side, and that's the roof there.
Okay.
So again, non-contributing and looking to maybe match those exposed rafters to some part of the design of the main house. That is a contributing structure.
All right. And the
And-
applicants are here. Would you join us?
Thank you. I'm Greg Lilly at 244 Valley Street Northeast, Abington 24210. On a neighbor-to-neighbor basis, we're just fixing what's rotting. It wasn't sloped enough, so water stands on it, and we've seen it seep through. So everything underneath is starting to rot. So we're going to have a steeper roof and replace everything that's rotted.
Are we correct to assume that it looks like you're just replacing it with the like for like?
Exactly.
Pretty much.
Including the roof, will that
Yep.
be metal still?
We're keeping everything the same. They've got the exact same color our contractor does, so
Okay.
as you walk by, you wouldn't even notice it's changed.
Anybody have any questions for the applicant? Public comment? Anybody? All right, hearing no public comment and no more questions, do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion that we approve the COA as presented.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion by Christy Hartshorn to approve it as presented, and a second by Peyton Boyd. Any further discussion? Roll call.
Mr. Boyd,
Aye.
Mrs. Pillion,
Aye.
Mrs. Hartshorn,
Aye.
Mrs. White,
Aye,
and Mrs. Bunn.
Aye.
thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, our second application is T.J. Pruitt of Twin Enterprises and Jonathan Treadway, who is the owner. I think you are here too, okay? Okay, staff?
So, yes, the request is from T.J. Pruitt of Twin Enterprises is the applicant, and Jonathan A. Treadway is the owner. Have requested approval of a certificate of appropriateness for replacement of two non-contributing painted white steel polyurethane insulated permanent light rear eel secondary entrance doors. As you see here, here's one of those doors. That's kind of the 9 light. It's when I say permanent muns, that's because the muns are between the two panes of glass, so they're not even outside. This is if you were facing, I think, Potts Lane.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the other one. You can see it from King Street, but it's that 15 permanent light one. Again, it's the same sort of non-contributing door. And then they're looking to install two of these type of doors, but it's 2 foot 6 inch by 6 foot 8 inch painted black galvanized steel polyurethane insulated simulated divided light 6 light 5 inch dual pane tempered glass secondary entrance doors. There will be 2 inch by 6 inch painted black galvanized steel jambs, painted black galvanized steel threshold, and a painted black hardware on east and west elevation of the 1-story rear eel. So again, they're just replacing, the opening staying the same, they're just pretty much replacing the door, the threshold, and the jambs. The jambs are wooden, but again, they're non-contributing. The threshold that you can see right here for the nine light, that's just aluminum. It's a modern aluminum one. The door's modern, and here's the one on the back side. Same thing.
Okay.
If you have any questions for me, more than happy to answer. If not,
We have the
The applicant's
applicant here. Welcome.
Good evening. Again,
Yeah.
TJ Pruitt, Twin Enterprise, 1515 Second Street, Richlands, Virginia. Really, everything was presented there, what we're wanting to do. The back doors are just standard doors from Lowe's. Homeowner was looking to upgrade those to something a little bit nicer. Those are going to be, like Gabe was saying, black wrought iron. It's in the presentation that we presented, everything with it. They're ordered out of Utah.
Yes, we have pictures of those, yep.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. All right. And this is on the back of the house, on the extension that you've been working on?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Any questions from anybody on the board? Public comment? With no questions and no comment, do we have a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve the COA as presented.
Christie makes a motion to approve the COA as permitted,
I'll second.
and Brooke Bond seconds the motion. Any further comment? Roll call?
Mr. Boyd,
Aye.
Mrs. Pillion,
Aye.
Mrs. Hartshorn,
Aye.
Mrs. White,
Aye.
and Mrs. Bunn.
Aye.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
All right. Next one.
So our third item is a request from Michael G. McLaughlin and Susan L. Mayhew, applicant/owner, have requested approval of a certificate of appropriateness for exterior changes to the contributing brick veneer building and contributing brick veneer with wavy bottom asbestos siding building. The property is located at 117 West Valley Street. That is the brick veneer building, and then 212 Mason Place is the one that is the brick veneer and the wavy bottom asbestos siding building. Background, according to Places and Time, Volume 2, written by Nancy C. King. The H.M. Elliott House was built in 1928. The house remained in the family until 1978. According to the Department of Historic Resources, DHRV CRIS database, both buildings are located within the Abington Historic District of 1986, and both are considered contributing resources. So if we're referring to their requests here, I'll just read it off here. So essentially what they're looking to request is, number one, we request to be allowed to use the LP or the Owens Corning. Is that what I'm saying that right? Owens Corning. Sure shingles, which are Williamsburg gray. Two, we request to be allowed to use the smart board siding, which is that's the LP lap siding, rather than the hardy board. That the house, as we all know, has asbestos in it. If we look at the Taff and Fry report here, it was found, some parts were on the interior, which we don't worry about that. If they have to base up in the interior, that's fine. But stuff that came up was the window caulking and the door caulking, and obviously the roof shingles. The caulking for the windows and the door, that can be abated, but the doors and windows would have to remain in place because they are the original ones. The roofing material, since they are asbestos shingles, that all can be removed. Asphalt shingles are a more appropriate one, but the style, the kind of fish scale, as you see here, if that can remain, that's kind of a contributing feature to how the house looks. But obviously the asbestos shingles can be removed and asphalt shingles put back as a appropriate and healthy replacement. There is some wood rot throughout the exterior of the building, specifically with some of the trim and the rafters exposed, and I'll just go through the photos here. As you can see here, here's the fish scale kind of special shingles that are here now. Some of the verge board, that's exposed rafters there. That's the other side. This is one example of where it is rotted here. So they would be replacing this exposed rafter that matches another one here. This is the rear, fixing this part of the roof here. Just another view for you. Here's the front doors. There's kind of two front doors. One as you walk directly up the stairs, and then one as you go up immediately to your left. Just a picture of the porch from the side. Again, just showing you. Here's the rotted one. It would match these two. Here's kind of a side door that's covered by almost a porch extension. Close-up view. And here's just an example of the window and how it looks with a, all these pretty much have, it looked like almost an aluminum or metal storm window over them. And then here's just the back door. Other ones, obviously looking to paint whatever needs to be painted. And then again with the second building here, which is 212 Mason Place, to, again, as I said, take off all the asbestos siding here and replace it with the LP board lap siding. And again, remove this section of the asbestos shingles and replace it with those shingles that they're proposing also for the roof. And I believe the applicant has some samples there. I believe that is all. Here, we'll just go through the photos again. Again, this is 212. These are connected to the main building. So overall, looking to replace any asbestos. The asbestos can be mitigated, but the original windows on the door would have to remain, remain in place because they are the original ones. Any wood rot replaced with wood, like for like, and be painted. The paint can be matched, and they've brought some samples too. And then and then the back would be painted. Install that hardy board, the LP lap siding to where the asbestos is, and then replace this as well.
Are we looking at gutters and downspouts, or just the roof?
No, just the roof. At this time,
Okay.
and the applicant can come up and.
Oh, I'm sorry, okay.
Okay, we have the applicants here. I'm going to just summarize to make sure we're all on the same pages, because it's a complicated one. So we have two structures, the house and then the cottage. And with the house, is it correct that we want to look at the roof replacement and any rafters and wood rot that's there, as well as caulking on the windows, correct?
We are only asking you at this time about fixing the roof and the siding, and to fix the roof, we have to fix the members that are rotten.
Okay,
under
right.
it at this point
Okay.
in time. And of course, I look at it as part of the roof is we need to do something about these downspouts if we're going to protect the roof at the same time. But we're not proposing to make any changes as far as the look of the roof, other than to put new shingles on it and to repair it. Probably the greatest change would be on the cottage. It has two sections of roof. The cottage was originally built as a garage behind the house to match the house. We don't know, as I understand it, what year the cottage was constructed. But later on, it had a two-story addition added to it with a basement. And they actually roofed it differently, and they put an asbestos fibrous cement siding on it for the second floor of it. And that siding is in very poor shape at this point in time. And of course, with asbestos, one of the main problems you run into is with all buildings have to be cleaned. And the microfibers from the asbestos, of course, can cause very serious health effects. So when you go to clean this thing, you can release those fibers, endangering the people that are working on the building. So we think we need to replace the siding too. The shingles, let me give you my name for the record too. I've not done that, but my name is Michael McLaughlin, and I go by Mickey. My address is Post Office Box 810, Grundy, Virginia, 24614. And I am the owner of this property at this time, along with Susan Mayhew. And it's at, you have the addresses for it. So the shingles that are on there now are an asbestos shingle that have approximately 15% asbestos in them. That's on the house. It covers the whole house except for a part that's covered by tarp at this point in time. There's been a lot of damage from water leaking on it. The cottage has got a partial roof on the remaining section of the roof from the garage has the same shingle on it, and the upper part has a different shingle. The shingle that's on the house that is asbestos has a diamond shape to it that is fairly unique today. And there's a house 2 doors up that belongs to Stephen Trotman that has the same type of shingles design as this. However, a pretty exhaustive search has indicated that they're no longer making that design shingle. They quit doing that about 2 years ago, and a search of the shingles by one of the better local roofing companies has indicated there's none in stock either. So it's really not available to replace it with the shingle that is there, with the same design that's there now, which leaves us with trying to come up with some other shingle. When we filed the application, Susan had really made a significant check of what was out there available, and she suggested one of 3 different types of shingles. But since then, she's found this shingle, which is the Owens Corning Sure Nail, and it's not shaped like the other type shingle, but it has basically the color scheme, and we believe can give the same look as what the original does as far as the color scheme for the house. So that's part of why we've filed to amend our application this evening to ask you that we put this shingle on, and we believe that the place would look better if it were all roofed the same and that this shingle was on it. So that's what we're asking for, shingle-wise. And siding-wise, we'd asked originally for a hardy board, but as I understand it, you all don't prefer hardy board. So we're amenable to put the smart board on. I understand that's been used pretty much all over Abington. And we want to use similar colors to what we've got now and basically try to preserve the overall look. It would be our goal to make the house look like it did in 1928 when it was new, but have modern day features on the inside of the house. And it may be that we have to come back to you on future occasions to talk about other things, but at this point in time, we really need to get a roof on that house, or we're not going to have much left of it.
Well, have you heard a second ago, people do come a lot. I mean, when there are big projects, that it takes a couple of times. So we'll be delighted to see you again. So it looks like tonight you just want the shingles and the siding?
Yes, ma'am. And I did a little amendment of our request.
Yes, we've got that right here.
And I'm sorry about that, but
That's okay.
That's great.
That was a good
we
amendment.
request to use the smart board and this particular shingle
Okay.
for the house if we could. And I hope if we just repair the woodwork that's really not a problem. If we're going to leave it like it was, and we'll put the gutters and things back pretty much like they are too.
Yep. So I was going to touch on, since if we see here now, went the wrong way, my apologies. So right now both the house and the cottage have K-style gutters and rectangular downspouts. So technically that would be a waiver, or they could just have it approved here. The more historically appropriate ones are the half round with the round gutters, with the round downspouts, because those came into effect, the K-style really came into effect in 1940s. So this house was built prior to that. But again, this already has the existing K-style and rectangular downspouts. So if the applicant just wants to put those, the same back that they have now, they can, it's a waiverable action. If they want to bring it more into what it looked like probably historically, it would have the round, the round gutters, a half-round gutters and round downspouts with that. Also with the woodwork, if you want to get that approved tonight, just to repair any rotted wood and paint it the same color. that
We
would be-
certainly like to repair it. It's, we can't really do the roof without,
Yep.
Right.
without repairing the woodwork underneath it. I'm new at this. I'm not used to asking somebody else for permission, so I'm sorry about that.
So just to
We
recap,
appreciate your patience.
so just to recap.
Appreciate yours.
So just to recap, Mickey, just to make sure I'm correct. So you're looking to request to be allowed to use the Owens Corning Sure Nail shingles, which you
Which is
provided
this
right
shingle that
there,
I've got with me. if you'd
Yep.
like to see it.
Right.
for both the main house and the cottage.
Yes, sir.
You're requesting also to use the smart board rather than the hardy board for the cottage to replace the asphalt, the asbestos shingles, the asbestos siding, I'm sorry. For the gutters, gutters and downspouts, do you want to keep what you have and just put back the K-style and the rectangular, or do you want to go with half-round and round downspout?
Well, I'm standing here, I like to go back with what was on there when we first saw the house. But, you know, if you could give us an option, if we looked at the other, if you give us an option to look at it, and, you know, if we wanted to possibly change that,
Okay.
we
Okay.
could. I'm just not really
Okay.
familiar with what you're talking
Okay.
about in
Well,
regard to the
they're-
round gutters.
They're called half-round gutters, and they just are round, and that's just what's on all the historic buildings. The K-style is more of like that, and it is on the later buildings. And so I think what you're saying is that you'd like to be allowed to just do either or.
To do
and
either or.
Possibly that would work.
Because I
since
don't know,
Okay.
I've not seen that, and I don't know what it would do.
We'll give
And
you-
I don't know what the availability is with this roof, how it would work with that.
We can give you that
If
leeway.
you can
and
give me
can-
that
yeah,
option, I
sure.
really
You
appreciate
might
it.
want to walk around and look,
Sure.
but in the historic district, we do prefer the half-round. So if you just
Okay.
walk around the neighborhood and sort of see, it does, you know, if you already have the K-style, you're allowed to put those
Yeah.
back. But you may want it, since Gabe said that the K-style didn't come into effect until the 1940s, and your house was built, did you say 1928?
1928.
They probably didn't have gutters at first.
They probably didn't. I grew up in a house that had no
Yeah.
gutters on it.
So if you want it more historically accurate, you may want to look at the half-round.
You can just walk around the district.
Yeah.
Our house has
Okay.
has
I'll get a
half-rounds,
look
and you
at
can
that.
just
I
look at it.
appreciate you giving us
Yeah,
that option.
Sure.
This is
Thank
what kind of looks like,
Sure.
Mickey, right here. If you look at the screen,
Yes,
I just pulled it up just to show you that's what kind of they look like.
Let us study that a
Yeah.
little bit.
Yeah, and they're not hard to get.
And then the last one would be to repair any rotted wood with wood to match the existing in material, design, and appearance, and paint it the same color, right?
Well, we would paint it as close as we could
Yeah.
to the color that's on there.
Yeah.
And it would be wood.
Yep.
I don't know whether it would be the same, you know, out of the same type of tree necessarily, depending on what we could find.
And can you show us the color of the boards for the cottage? Just
The
they
color of the
picked.
porch,
Boards. The
Oh,
sample that you
I mean, you
brought.
showed us the material, I just didn't see the color you're going to use. That prairie clay. Oh, that one there? Okay.
close to that.
Yeah, it looks, from the picture, it looks really close. No, but
Okay, all right then.
So that'd be the four things.
Okay,
I just
that'd
wanted
be
to
the
recap,
four
make sure
things,
we were
okay.
all on the same page.
Yes, you've got a big project, so we're sort of separating it for this first run anyway,
If we
into
get the
these
roof
four
done, it'll be
things.
a long way.
Yes.
We're off to a good start.
All right, so we've got the four things being the roof, the siding on the cottage, which is the smart board, and then paint and repair of the wood. Was that it?
And the gutters,
The gutters
the
are
gut-
in that,
and
and the
the
gutters
gutters
are separate, right, gutters are separate, okay.
And then gutters and
Okay.
downspouts to be either the K-style with rectangular or half-round with round downspouts, up to the applicant's discretion.
Right, okay.
So that's four things.
It's four things. Okay. All right, let's see if we can articulate those 4 things into a motion. Anybody want to try it?
Okay.
Brooke will do it. Okay.
I will try. I will attempt. I make a motion to approve the COA with the amendment of the Owens Corning, Surnell shingles, the smartboard siding, the option to replace the gutters with K-style or half-round, and lastly, to repair any rotten wood and repaint the same color.
Well done.
Is that-
Did that sound right?
That sounds good.
All right. Okay. Any further questions up here? Public comment? Hearing none, do I have a second to the motion?
I'll second the motion.
Amanda Pillion seconds Brooke Bunn's motion.
Mr. Boyd,
Abstain.
Mrs. Pillion,
Aye.
Mrs. Hartshorn,
Aye.
Mrs. White,
Aye.
and Mrs. Bunn.
Aye.
You are
Thank you all
approved.
very much.
You are very welcome. Thank
See you
you.
next time.
Thank you. Yeah. Welcome to the district. All right. Our next applicant is Bessette.
Give me one sec here. So, Abdel Bassett Aib, applicant slash owner has requested approval of a certificate of appropriateness for installation of an approximately 2 foot 9.5 inch to 2 foot 9 3/4 inch by 4 foot 1/1 double hung. I would like to amend because the applicant just sent me something before the meeting. Instead of white vinyl, it will be black vinyl.
Okay.
Near the southwest corner of the previously approved south elevation brick veneer addition, so approximately right here, kind of where it's still flat before it curbs. Running along the bottom of the 2 foot 9.5 inch to 2 foot 9 3/4 inch by 4 foot 1/1 double hung black vinyl window will be a brick seal laid in a row lock bond, and running along the top will be a row of bricks laid in soldier bond. So pretty much how these are here, the same sill pattern, and the top here will be replicated for the top and bottom of this new window. And then install one, it says painted white, but with the change to black, I'm sure it would be painted black aluminum screen to go in front of this 1/1 vinyl window. Again, according to Places and Time, volunteer written by Nancy King, I.B. Wells in 1922 had the building then known as the West End Barber and Billiard Parlor built approximately on the former location of a storehouse constructed by proprietors by Broyles and Jones. And you've seen this addition come before you before, so again, this would all be, as you approved previously, the brick would be extending, as you see here, to this corner. The applicant's looking to install a 1/1 black vinyl window, approximately here where it's still flat. And then the brick sill that's laid in this sort of bond will be put underneath that window, and the same thing for the top here will be put on that window. Essentially, the window will be that wide, and then the window will go up to as high as this does here. So it'll be kind of the same height as these casement windows are.
Okay.
If you have any questions for me, I'm more than happy to answer them.
Any questions
If
from
not-
anybody on the board?
And just to let you know, just to kind of show you, I can show you that's what the window looks like. That's what they sent me.
Yes, we've got that in our packets too.
So that's the new window he just sent me before.
Oh, the one you, the new
Yep,
one.
so this is what the black one will look like.
Oh, okay.
Yep, so I just figure I show you that
Okay.
since the applicant sent that to me prior to the meeting. So
Okay.
just to add it there. And then the applicant's here to
Applicant's
answer any
here.
questions
Will you
that
join
may
us?
have.
Looks like your renovation's coming along.
Yeah, that's the last
Coming
piece of the
along.
puzzle.
Last piece of the puzzle.
Last piece of the
Very
puzzle,
good.
yep.
Okay.
Well,
All right. Well, essentially, it's
You already
another-
know who I
It's
am.
another, yes, we do. It's another window right there where Gabe
yeah,
pointed out.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. The height is approximately like the other one.
All right. Very
The
good.
other three, and that's it.
All right.
And then we'll put the brick back.
Okay.
A brick there, not back, but
Okay.
same brick.
Any questions from anybody up here? Any public comment? All right. Do I have a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Amanda Pillion makes a motion to approve the COA application as presented for one black, the change to black vinyl window with a black screen in front of it in the location pointed out. Second?
I'll second that.
Brooke Bunn seconds. Any further discussion? Roll call?
Mr. Boyd?
Aye.
Mrs. Pillion?
Aye.
Mrs. Hartshorn?
Aye.
Mrs. White?
Aye.
And Mrs. Bunn.
Aye.
Thank you, Bassett.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Okay, thank
Yes.
you. Thank you. All right. All right. Our last application.
This right here. So yes, our fifth and final item, the request is from Mustafa Ahmed, applicant, and Douglas Ellis and Lori S. Ellis, owner, have requested approval of a certificate of purpose for a south elevation addition. The property is located at 211 West Main Street. 211 West Main Street is a non-contributing resource in our historic district. This is the front view of it. Again, the applicant proposed to construct a painted black aluminum pergola with integrated LED lights, strips with adjustable louvered roof panels. The reason why it had to be, it's phrased as an addition is because when speaking with the applicant, it needs to be attached to the main building. If it is not, we would not allow it because it'd be an accessory structure. And in the OH, as of 2023, we only, accessory structures, which this would be if it was not attached, has to be at least 5 feet away. It would obviously not meet the 5-foot setback, and it can't be in front of a main building. So it has to be attached to the main building. For the lighting of it, the board has never allowed LED strips to be integrated into that. You have allowed kind of those party lights or bulbs that you see at in front of the Greenway Trig building, or I'm blanking now, but you've kind of seen them around town, and those sort of lights that can maybe be hung up within this. But the LED strips integrated into it hasn't been something that the board's generally allowed in the OH, whether for new construction or repairs to older buildings. So pretty much the pergola that would have to be attached to this building would take up kind of this pad right here, and it would take the place of the umbrellas that you see here. That's the one part of it. Again, you can, if the board wants, you could say, you know, we want the pillars to match the pillars of the porch, or if you just want them to be the square, you can have them square. It's kind of how you feel that it would look appropriate and blend in with the streetscape. The other part to it, they're looking to replace the lights. That's what it would look like essentially, that pergola, that would have to be attached. There's lights, if I go to this one here, underneath the porch, the existing one there, they're drop ones. These are, obviously, they're not contributing at all. This is what they're looking to replace it with, so really it's up to the board to decide if you feel that these new lights are appropriate for kind of the feel of the district, or if you feel that these match the feel more. Same thing with these are the ones attached to the building itself. Again, it's the same premise that it's really up to the board to decide if you feel that these existing ones are more appropriate than these proposed ones that they're looking to do. Again, I'll just go through it quick. Here's the front. The proposed structure would have to be attached to the main building for it to be allowed. It's taking the place of the umbrellas. It'll be pretty much this footprint here that you see. That's the kind of reddish clay-looking colored platform. The board, it's to your discretion if you feel that this would be appropriate, or if you would like to see the columns actually match the columns of the existing kind of porch there. You're well within your right to ask that, so it blends in more. Again, that's up to the board's discretion. And then the lights is more about, and again, we never allowed LED integrated lights. The lights here, they're non-contributing, but it's up to the board to decide if you feel that the existing ones, or if the ones proposed are not, I guess, they don't contribute to the feel in a sense. They break the feel of the historic district. If you have any questions for me, I can answer them. If not,
Are the applicants here?
the applicant's here to answer any questions
Oh.
you may have, so.
I was looking for Doug Ellis.
Hi, how are you? So what you're trying, just to review, what you're trying to do is to replace the umbrella area. Are you going to put this kind of furniture in there, or will you keep the,
No, we're keeping the same
keeping the
table and
tables? Okay.
chairs. It's just,
So if you're keeping those tables, that makes that, that black wrought iron match the tables, is what you're thinking, is that right? Or it could, or the railings or the post could match the columns right behind them.
Yes.
So that's the choice. Do you have a preference there?
No, that's all what I'm trying to do, just get this.
Just get it
pergola.
there?
Yeah.
Okay. Can we
I
have
was
a short
when-
discussion?
Yeah, when just, the comments just came in front of us, and they're really modern, and they look really good, and I'm trying to make our side too, like, kind of matching and look better.
And what did you say looks really good?
The abandoned comments just open.
Oh,
in front
yes,
of us,
yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
And, yeah.
Oh, I
but-
see what you're saying.
Yeah, so this area here just need some more
Okay,
lights and
yes.
just make it looks better.
Does anybody have a question
I do.
or a preference? Okay.
Yes, sir.
This is part of a system, isn't it? You get the posts and the roofing all from one
Yes, I
manufacturer.
think you order exactly like
And I
that.
think so it would come with these square aluminum posts,
Oh, okay. Uh-huh.
and to replicate something, these that are already on the building, might not be the easiest thing to do.
Well, that's probably a good point.
Where are the attachment points?
So,
This.
the attachment points would honestly have to probably be either to the columns or here. That'd be with a building permit and
I
everything.
mean, is that the right, but this thing doesn't look that high.
So, either way, it has to be attached either to the columns
Column
here
Or the brick.
or up here. Either way, it has to be attached to be part of the main building. If it's not attached, then we would not be able to allow it. So that's when I went on site to
Yeah.
meet Mustafa and I said,
Trying to-
I see your application here.
Yeah.
There's one thing that would hold you up right away from even coming before you is that staff would stop it in terms of you're not meeting a setback if you don't attach it. So,
The attachment could probably be fairly easily hidden, too.
Mhm.
Right, just up against it and hidden, couldn't it? Yeah.
But as I understand it, it's not going to go the entire, like, it's going to stop at
Just
the
here.
sign, basically.
Yeah, just
Yes.
right before the sign.
Yes.
I mean, do we have a height on are there measurements on that pergola?
I've got them here. It says, I think, 10 foot by 14, but that's without the height, I think, now looking at it. Do you have the height, Mustafa, by
Yeah,
chance?
just 1 second, I'll get it over here if you don't mind.
I'll pass it down this way. There's not the glare.
Okay, start details.
It says 10 by 14.
But not the height.
That's the,
They say
Look,
it's
Oh.
90 inches high,
90 inches high?
90.6, yeah.
Can anybody do that math real fast?
what is it?
Well, it's 9 feet, a little over 9 feet.
7.5 feet.
Oh, 8
Okay.
feet.
My name is Ahmed Ibrahim. So it would be around 9 inches, would be around 7 feet.
It's 7.5 feet, okay,
I'm just trying to figure out
Okay.
what that is.
yeah. Okay. All right,
So the attachment points would have to be at the two posts. It wouldn't be up at the cross.
No, it wouldn't make it there.
and they could be pretty invisible, the attachments, right?
Yeah.
And I guess you're not planning to use the umbrellas.
And where, sorry?
The umbrellas,
The umbrellas, no.
install
just the
yeah.
tables and chairs.
That's
It's
right.
replacing the umbrellas, right?
7.6.
Yeah, okay, okay.
I think we need to talk about the lights, too.
All right, well, let's talk about the lights a second.
Okay, I have two things about the lights. first, the LED, I was, some questions about that, but also the other lights, because when I drove by the building and looked, if you can go to the side picture in the parking lot next to Greco's.
Like that one?
No, is there another one?
No, it's just these two.
All right, well, the second floor of that building has the same lighting as the first floor currently. So if you're going to replace the first floor lighting, then you're not going to match the second floor lighting any longer. And that may look funny. These lights. These lights are also upstairs at the same points that they hang on the lower level. So you're not proposing to change both levels, you're proposing to just change the first level, but you're going to make it look different. So that's my concern, is maybe I would prefer if you kept them because of the continuity of the lighting or the consistency.
Christie, here's your picture, just
Yeah,
to show
see
you.
that? Okay, so see on the top level, if you zoom in on
The
that.
only problem with those lights are some of them are broken, and I just cannot find anything to replace that boards to get it fixed.
Are the
so
upper
that-
are the upper ones all right?
Yes, much better than the one that I had.
Can you
Well-
come close?
Well,
Well,
there's a
what's the
point.
if you-
There's,
I
well,
guess, yeah.
there's a point of, the upper floor is all business up there.
They are lawyer, yeah. They are
Not
lawyer
your
office.
restaurant, which is a different kind of look maybe that he's trying to go for downstairs anyway.
What are the light bulbs in the proposed lighting? Are they LED as well, for these round lights?
Yes, LED.
Is there a way to make them softer? Because Greco's has those Edison bulbs hanging, and they're a softer, they're not a real glaring, bright white light,
I think the LED one have the option to go like warm.
like
or
a
warm.
warmer,
Yes.
a warmer glow
So
instead of.
the plan is to make it warm and, yeah, I'm trying to make it.
I think that would look a little better. I mean, I know it's a non-contributing structure, but it's also right in the middle of town. And bright white lights like that aren't really what the look that we have currently.
I don't think we will go with any white light. We're trying to make it look
Softer.
softer and, yeah.
Any public comment? Oh, Byron would like to. We'll all put our heads together to get the right decision, won't we?
Byram Geisler, 228 East Main Street. I was just going to say, I mean, is there a possibility of waiving the requirement that it be attached to the building? I mean, from a historic preservation standpoint, we're always trying to make sure additions are reversible, that they don't affect the existing building, that it seems if you're going to allow it, then just making it attached to the building to get around some other requirement doesn't make a lot of sense. Is there?
They would have to go for a variance then, and there'd be a self-imposed hardship then, which would essentially mean they wouldn't be able to get the variance to allow that then.
Who gives the variance?
BZA. The Board of Zoning Appeals, sorry. I used the acronym there. The Board of Zoning Appeals would give it.
Well, I guess it just seems ridiculous to make them add it to the building when there's no real reason to want it to be added to the building except to get around some sort of.
Well, you would have to have columns at each corner if you didn't attach it.
Could it not be attached to the pad? With the-
Well, what holds it up? It's a
I
It's
don't
a
know.
roof with a column at each corner.
Oh, it's like, but wonder what the weight of it is.
Oh, you're saying it has to be attached to something?
For its own
Because
stability.
people put these in their yards.
You would have
Well, I mean,
a column and then the existing column right next to each other. Which,
No, so it would be 4 columns for the pergola, and then it'd have to be attached to the building for it to be part of the main structure. In terms of our ordinance for setbacks in the OH for accessory structures, which this would be an accessory structure, it has to be 5 feet away from the property.
if it's attached, you wouldn't need the back columns. You just
Essentially,
attach
yeah,
it
yeah.
to that,
You just attach it to those
to
columns.
those columns.
But then you would need to maybe worry about the loads, and that might not be what this is. Again, I'm not sure all the specs on it in terms of load bearing and those columns.
but it's not going to line up evenly with those columns. I mean, it's going to be halfway in the middle of the first two if you try to attach it. I mean,
I guess it just has to be something connecting it to the.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what we.
And it could be could it be at the ground level?
It'd have to be attached just to the main structure, just to the main
So
building.
it can't be attached to the patio. Because these kind of structures, you see them in people's yards, and they're only attached to a little concrete square at the bottom. they don't seem to move. I don't know.
I think what's being said is there's no structural reason it has to be attached
Yeah.
to the existing building.
It's just
to get around the requirement of the 5
of our guidelines.
setback, that it has to be connected, or you would have to request a variance, and Gabe doesn't think a variance would be available. That's the situation.
Yeah, just because for it to get a variance, you'd have to show that there is an undue hardship. In this case, there's no undue hardship because they're introducing the hardship.
So probably the best solution is to connect it in the most
Unobtrusive way.
unobtrusive
Yeah.
way.
And that's what you plan to do.
Yes.
We circled right back around to that, didn't we? Okay.
I still don't see what Brooke was saying, in the middle, and where's it gonna attach in the middle? Because of the,
So does it only have to be attached at one little point to be
Yeah.
considered attached? Because then you could just attach it on this far right side at the back.
Just has to be attached.
just
Just
have
to-
one
so-
attachment point.
So just one little point right there, and then so it almost looks freestanding, but you maybe have like a little something that attaches.
And essentially, they could just attach it here and here, and it'd be behind the frame of the building, which you wouldn't even see until
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
get to the side, really.
Right.
But-
Okay,
For it to be just part of the main building, it has to be attached.
okay.
And is the LED lighting in the pergola already built in, or is that something you're adding?
I think it comes with it as accessories, but I think we can, or not turn them on, or just don't put them in. I think so.
And do a, like what they have at Greco's or something, so you look like the same?
Yeah, trying to get this like the Italian light or something.
We're trying to make sure that the lighting is soft, and I think you've got that as a goal anyway, don't you?
Yes. Yeah, I'm trying
Yeah,
to make it.
not any harsh sort of light, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you trying to get more seating? Or
I
you
don't
just
think
don't
so.
like
I'm
the
trying to
umbrellas?
get less seats. I want to make it look, cozy and stuff. So I think right now is too much seats in there. So I'm trying to make it less seats. It just look more warm and nice. But I don't really try to make a lot of people sit in there. I just want to make it.
People seem to enjoy sitting there. There's somebody usually there all the time.
It's just going to be white lights, but there's
Warm. It will be warm
You can't
light.
make different colors or anything like that.
I don't think so. Just if we have a party or something.
Yeah. Okay,
And you could put that in your motion for it to be a soft light to reflect the other lights that are in the district. And it's more of those, the LEDs obviously is something that we don't allow. It'd be more of those kind of string
The
Bulb.
Edison bulb things?
that we've seen.
We're happy if the lights with the pergola don't match, to replace them with something that matches everything else.
Okay.
that would not be hard for you to do?
No.
Would that be preferable?
The board's never allowed the LED lights, so if they can find something that fits more in with that, then that would be.
I mean, we're just after the softer effect.
Yes. Yeah, definitely. I mean, we can, the lights maybe, I'm not sure like when
Okay.
we receive the order how it look like, but
Okay.
even the light there, we're not just turning them on because it's just, as you guys saw in the picture. So we
Okay.
just added the other lights and those are the ones we keep them on.
Okay. Okay, well, I think we've talked it through.
And then, to circle back to Mr. Hartshorn's point about the other lights, not with the pergola,
Right.
but with the building.
If you don't mind, if you get back to the old lights, I just,
Yeah.
I was just wanted to like keep, and the other one on the side too, just they are kind of broken and
Okay.
I'm trying to, if you guys like don't like the one I choose, I can find something else. Trying to make it very look like.
No, I mean, I think that one that you have up there on the right is very pretty, but,
It looks like it matches your pergola.
yeah, I was
that's
just
what I'm
comparing when you drive by there and you look up to the second floor, it's one kind of light, and currently you have the same one, so you are gonna have two different lights, but if you use those flush-mounted lights, they probably won't even show.
I think they're planning to make it really pretty so they don't have to look upstairs. Just look down.
Okay.
Right. Okay. Are we ready? All right, who can brave it?
Just one motion?
I think
We
it can be
roll-
one
Roll
motion.
it into one?
Mhm.
Okay, then I'll make a motion to allow the pergola to be placed on this pad attachment at least one point, as you guys deem, however the measurements come out, but it does have to be attached. and that you will not use the LED lights, but you'll use a softer light string that you will match up similar to what's at Greco's, I guess, that they have there. And then to allow the replacement of the lower level lights with the options that you presented to us.
Well done. All right. Okay. Any further comment?
Now, just to clarify, the string lights you would allow still.
Well, I mean, we have allowed those in other buildings in the past, and Greco's does have them right now. I went by there this evening, so I guess, and we have them at Greenway Trig too, right?
I just want to make sure you're talking about,
Do you see this light they have in abandoned homes? I think we'll match exactly
In the
like
commons.
In the commons.
In the commons.
you're thinking more like these.
Does somebody need to second that motion?
It's just a thought, but it comes with the LED lights. You can wait till it's there and go and see what it looks like and then decide whether it's like
Do you ever have them on?
Well,
additional
uh-huh.
approval and then decide whether
That's exactly what I was going to say, if that wouldn't be too much trouble for you. Let's do that and just
Let's
see
see
how
what
that
it looks
looks.
like when you get it in first.
Yeah,
before
put it
you-
in and see what it looks
So
like.
don't buy string
Okay.
lights yet.
Okay,
Sounds good.
good.
But if you don't mind, just get that light so you show the string lights. If I want
Oh, I'm
to
sorry.
do those lights, where is the old lights? Like where is it going through to the restaurant? Where is the
That's
door is? I was planning to add some of these lights there too. Not too much, just a little bit to give it kind of,
Similar feel of the commons.
Yes. Well, maybe when it all comes in and your lights are there, you can come back and we'll just have a lighting discussion.
Yeah.
How about that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Sounds good.
okay. Okay then. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. I think we've got a good motion on the floor. How about a second?
I'll second.
Amanda Pillion seconds the motion. Any further discussion? Roll call?
Mr. Boyd,
Aye.
Mrs. Pillion,
Aye.
Mrs. Hartshorn,
Aye.
Mrs. White,
Aye.
and Mrs. Bunn.
Aye.
Thank you so much. Okay. We'll look forward to seeing it.
Thank you.
Good evening.
You too.
You too.
Aye.
All right. Is that it?
I've got two things.
Okay.
So one, Abingdon Historic Preservation Day, we've come up with a date.
Okay.
So due to other things that were going on with DHR and and staff and everything and all that, and things that we can't control necessarily, we're going to move the date to May 1st of 2026 for Preservation Day. That also works out well because nationally, Preservation Month is May. So we would be kind of kicking off the National Preservation Month with our Historic Preservation Day that people and other localities have called us about and are trying out themselves now. So it's kind of, we're kicking off the month properly.
Very nice.
And we already have the topics in place.
Okay.
22nd, did you say?
First.
First.
May 1st. So that'd be a Friday,
May
if I
1st.
remember the date correctly there. And we would go over tax credits, both the state level, we would talk about the towns as well, and get other people involved and all that stuff. And retirement will hopefully be fully on, will be almost complete by that point. And that would be maybe our place to have lunch and also give people an inside look.
That'd be nice.
That'll be very nice.
So.
May 1st.
Yep.
Okay.
21st.
No, first.
First,
May Day.
May 1st
May 1st.
of
I
2026.
said 22nd, you said 21st.
No, we said first.
Whatever.
And then, this is something, Isaiah Thomas, who's our economic development specialist, he got awarded a grant, and Abington's known for history, so part of a lot of our tourism is cultural heritage. We do a great job with it already, but we want to figure out what we can do even more with it. So, just to shout out this event, and I think some of you may have already heard about it. So Abington's Cultural Heritage Tourism Study. We're having a study done, and we'll have a plan for the future to how we can activate other places and do other things with our sites. There will be a public forum, pretty much, for people to come and talk and say, what could we do? What's great, what could we do better, all that kind of stuff. That will be on November 18th at 10 a.m. here in the council chambers. And that will be with our hired contracted person that's doing the study for us. And then staff will be here too and everything, but just want to shout that out. So if anybody in the audience loves, or out in the public that's watching this, that loves cultural heritage tourism and wants to contribute to the study and how Abington can be even better than it already is, we welcome
What time of
everybody to
day?
come. That will be at 10 a.m. here.
I'll be out of town.
Yeah, but just putting it out there. So
Okay.
if you guys are available and
Be
you're
there,
going to
but I
come by, feel free. But just trying to shout out so we have the best plan possible for years to come.
They borrowed our museum name. You know, our Cultural Heritage Project was born in 1994.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Yep.
So just want to shout out Isaiah's
It is.
grant that he got on that's going towards his plan, even though it's not technically preservation. Tourism is still a big part of promoting preservation, and that's what we're
Alright.
thank do with this plan.
Where do we stand with the guidelines?
We're still working on them and everything. We've got a few more corrections and everything, and then I'll be coming back to you with them. Yeah. Okay, just want to shout out that event. So it'll be here again, November 18th, 10 a.m. here in the council chambers.
Okay,
Everybody feel free to come.
okay.
Great, thank you.
We have a motion to adjourn.
I'll make that motion.
All right, Amanda Pillion makes the motion to adjourn,
Second.
second by Peyton. Roll call.
Mr. Boyd,
Aye.
Mrs. Pillion,
Aye.
Mrs. Hartshorn,
Aye.
Mrs. White,
Aye.
and Mrs. Bunn.
Aye.
Thank you, everybody. Good meeting.
Thank you.